Hello, come to this council with a question to a problem that has no solution or answer. My question to this council is, everyone here ran on the slogan, change we can see. And everyone were expecting more than what we have seen so far. For at least 36 weeks, we have been burdened with corruption probes and high level of teenage crime. For at least 3 years, this administration and state has been hit with high levels of home foreclosures and increasing rates on property taxes. Excuse me. In recent news on independent investigation done by my company, we have found that New Jersey is 5th in the nation in home foreclosures due to subprime loans. Upon further breakdown and looking at the data, we have found that Hudson County is 5th in New Jersey, and Jersey City is number 1 in Hudson County, while wards A, F, and D are plump with high foreclosure rates. These are facts, and they're on the Federal Reserve website, whereas if anyone wants to look at them, they can get linked up at my website, coaches101.org. Now, with that said, questions to this council with all the problems the city face when it comes to budgets, with all the people in harm's way with high foreclosures. Why wouldn't this council vote on Steve Flop's ordinance the first time? That's the question, which is the number one, but I don't need an answer. Just think about it. Now, the second question is to you, Mariano Vega. With recent probes on corruption and how people are losing jobs plus homes, why did you have 3 homes that are paid on taxpayers' dime? I know one of them is in Jersey City and others are probably rental properties in other states that you don't pay taxes on. You don't have to answer that question. It's just not the type of change we plan to see. It was 32 weeks ago when I approached this council, whereas citizens had concerns about jobs and teenage crime. After blowing the whistle on the growth of teenage violence happening in Jersey City, I have sat and watched this council do nothing when it comes to crime. 32 weeks ago, after an 18-year-old student from Lincoln High School got shot down while walking off a Route 87 bus line, I'm tired of viewing flowers and I miss you cards. After the Donardi case, you would think this council would have more respect and do more about the level of armor on the streets. 32 weeks ago, after a summertime of car chases and shootings, people are tired of the next generation dying before their time. You would think this council would do more about the level of crime on the streets. It was 32 weeks ago when this council was hit with massive probes on corruption, filled with teen violence and low unemployment ratings. You would think the leadership would do something about changing the scopes and shaking things up. Yet, this administration dropped the ball, since it's about giving monies to political contributors and cocktail parties laced with under-the-table money. 32 weeks ago, I came to this council in respect, since I didn't jump the line where people were calling for heads. I came with a proposal that would combat with the rising concerns of teenage crime. I shown them the way where monies from the American Reinvestment Act, along with the Community-Based Act, would pay for funding of this project called the Next Generation of Leaders. After battling this council for 36 straight weeks, we were signing up to your meetings, having meetings and greetings, signing your sheets that have confrontations on raising concerns of teen violence. I am tired of the disrespect coming from this administration. You are wondering why I have come up with the number listed 36 weeks. An unofficial tally from an independent source shows an unofficial number of 32 victims of shootings, or at least involved in some form of gunfire, with either teen on teen or teen on police to police on gang members. That's 32 families torn, 32 babies either injured or dead. 32 potential next generation of leaders, and 32 citizens in the news affecting the perception of this city. My program could have put a dent in that unofficial tally, in youth, kids dying or getting injured from gunfire. That number is a number and time when the mayor has pledged to help the rising concerns. It was 36 weeks ago when state officials sent Coaches 101 to Jersey City to seal and liquidate assets of online trafficking. I have seen 30-year tax abatements go to the top 5 developers in Jersey City, those who happen to be the people that donated the most to change we can see. I have seen $1.9 million in federal aid go to improving the armor of police officers and to hire more law enforcement agents. I have seen $3 million in state aid sent to Jersey City, and now $14 million more will be sent to Jersey City on state aid. Under this administration, nothing has changed. Unemployment levels are still up in hard-hit wards as A, C, and F. In some parts of E, crime is on the rise in wards A, C, and F, with lack of anything coming from anyone. This current mayor, after making his statements about crime being down, is now on an unofficial listing of crimes involved with gunfire going up in 36 consecutive weeks. That's more than Camden and Passaic. Well, we've tried to place more law enforcement agents and it didn't work. It didn't work in the 90s in the south side of Los Angeles. It didn't work in last decade in the south side of Chicago. And it's not working in Jersey City. People are scared and they're tired. Plus they're mad that their property values are decreasing while their taxes are going up. They're frustrated and they're waiting for the notion of change we can see. They're calling for any leader to come and fight for them. They're begging their council to do something in order to give them hope. To the people of Jersey City, sometimes that leader can be you. To the elected officials in Jersey City, maybe it's time to give hope in this city. Maybe it's time for Mariano Vega to resign. Why? The people just don't trust members of this council anymore. They just don't know where or who they need to talk to in order to trust. People are tired of paying heavy contributions to be heard. They want their voice back, so I am here to support it. I am here to support the notion to help those that have been abused by subprime loans, since I am a victim. I stand here with the people with value experience that subprime loans damage a person's credit and the person's property, homes, because they've been packaged together. If this council is about change we can see, then start by removing Vega. It's nothing personal. It's more about ensuring confidence to the city that their government can still work. It's about leading the people in a positive direction and not ignoring them until the next election. To anyone here, if you really want change you can see, I am asking you to sign my petition. And I am going to ask you to knock on some doors for me, make some phone calls for me, set up events and political tea parties for me. And together, we can bring our voice back and change how government treats its people. Our government is not political contributors' government. Our government is our government. Our voice is strong. And together, as one, we can change something, even if we can't see it. Thank you.